All right, hey Victor, check this out. We got some work to do here. I need a hand with this. And,
Every time I come out into the parking lot, I spend money. So at least this time I don't have to spend money. I do this frequently where I come out in the parking lot and look in the trunks.
Oh, here we go. We're off.
Oh, no way.
Here we go. We got some 77. Oh, look, here we go.
These are in really good shape.
Oh,
This is one of my favorite ones of all time. I remember this is one of the first ones I ever received as a subscription person. This is Mark Aguirre, Ralph Sampson, and Bernard King. This is funny that this is happening today because the NCAA basketball tournament starts tomorrow night.
Folks.
And this is one of the cool, I told you, Albert King, Ralph Sampson, and Mark Maguire. This is a kid, when I got this in the mailbox, it was one of the coolest moments ever.
It's Aguirre, not Maguire.
Aguirre. Mark Aguirre.
I thought you said Maguire.
Al Maguire was the guy who did all the broadcasting.
Mark hit all the home runs.
Yeah. Let's take these inside.
Yeah, we got Super Bowl 30. Oh, look at this.
That might be
14.
That's 14.
Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna take this in.
This is, I believe, this is how much I love magazines. All I can see. Come here, Rick. Is the hoop on the side? That might be Magic Johnson dunking as a kid at Michigan State. That's Kareem. Darn.
Still nice.
Still nice. Let's take these in there.
Yeah, and you know what?
This is Ralph Sampson off of the little corner. This is Ralph Sampson dunking.
First two people that ask for these are free.
Oh, James, we can do this inside,
Yeah.
but I can do this all day. This one right here, you can see Patrick Ewing, so it has James Worthy dunking. I know my Sports Illustrated.
So you know what? We're gonna go back inside and.
I'll do the rest of this inside. Yeah. These are gonna be fun.
All right, Duke, get a box.
No, that's not Michael Jordan. This is the Alabama guy's driving me crazy. We'll do it. I gotta look.
The Stellar Show. It's time to dive in. The Stellar Show. The sport, the drive, the win.
Welcome to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q, Call Breeze Line, myself, Ken Philibom. Fayette Friends of Animal alum, the Duke. Don't forget, there's a lot of good cats and dogs out there that could use a good home by Easter, so get out there and let's get that taken care of. Victor's around here somewhere. I'll touch on that in a second, but before we do that, I want to thank Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, where it's about trust with a wide range of automotives to choose from. We make your car buying experience enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs. As always, thank you, Mike Kelly. And Victor, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall. Victor Malik.
Do I really need to be here today? Can I just look through these things? This collection of magazines is just unbelievable. I'm going to bring a box of this over, and we'll take a look at what's inside some of this stuff.
One person's trash is another's treasure.
I will be the garbage man on this all day long.
No. That's why we brought it, sir.
Yeah, for an upcoming show, it's funny that this turns out this way. I've got a bunch of wrestling magazines and things because we're getting ready to do a WrestleMania special. And Ken had this in the trunk, and it's been a blast since we brought it in.
Yeah.
So what do you got in here?
We got a nice...
That's a beer can.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think, like is this the mid '90s or a vintage '70s? That's '70s. You can tell by the top, right?
Wow, some of the Stalwart's on it.
No, but it's just no. You know what? This is mid '90s.
It'd have to be '80s because Webster's on it.
Yeah, but
it is the first edition.
Yeah, well, it's yeah. Anyway. 70 names, but I think the can was released in the 80s.
Yeah, we went through out in the intro on the first couple college. These are cool, the old Sports Flicks types.
That was off of
You can throw that away.
Yeah, you know what?
I can spit in that. Okay. Good, what do you got?
What is going on here? One of these old that would have hung in a restaurant.
Got the Rolling Rock one here.
I want to thank my good friend Mike Rimmel, brother of Chuck Rimmel, who's been a great contributor to the show, and for providing us this. These are
fun to do.
This is raw.
Absolutely.
This literally is raw. I met Mike about a week ago. Mike, Fayette Friends of Animal, get up there, or the one in Somerset, that one pup I showed you. Get up there and get one of those pups.
Okay, let's go through. This one we already did. So what do you got? Anything exciting in there?
Oh, here you go. This is a fun one.
Here, I'll grab the ones you. The Bird Fidrich.
Boy, this is mint.
These are in tremendous shape. Someone did take really good care of these. Oh, Seattle Slew. If you could find the one with Secretariat on it, that would be tremendous. These are from 1977, it looks like, and they had a subscription to it. If you get these magazines, that's
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a horse racing guy. You can have my share.
Hair dryer will peel these off gently, so you don't have to have someone's name on them. Here, give me a stick.
Yeah, no. Here, wow, this is
Bill Walton.
There's an Magic.
Is that the Magic where he's dunking? That's the rookie one from the... Wow, here, you missed this. Pittsburgh had an indoor soccer league. This is a program from the Pittsburgh Spirit. They played at the Civic Arena, and they would basically they would put turf down on the hockey rink and bang balls off the boards. It was actually a fun sport to watch. I think Pittsburgh was good at that time.
Yeah, I'll take your word on it.
Okay.
Here you go, Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. Yeah, this wouldn't be considered Magic's rookie Sports Illustrated, the one I was talking about out in the car. It should be in here. It's in this time.
Here you go. Got the old cigarette ads on the back. I don't even know if we can.
Some of the ones that are more valuable are the Super Bowl ones. This is from Super Bowl 12 when Dallas beat the Denver Broncos. So the two MVPs of this game were defensive players.
Oh, sorry, what do we got going on?
Cowboys Sports Illustrated from the Super Bowl. These two were the MVPs, Harvey Martin and Randy White.
I was just say Randy White was one of them,
Co-MVPs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just Sports Illustrated.
Whitewater rafting. Let's see.
Yeah, Vincent Buckos. Yeah, sometimes you can.
There's Sugar Ray Leonard. That's Penn State. That's Chuck Fusina right there. That's why you got to have an old guy around every once in a while.
No, I have
Chuck
that one
Fusina. Not Earl Campbell. It looks like Earl Campbell. We thought it was back
these
in
are
the
all
day.
just Sports Illustrated. What's the other one?
I'll grab another one.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Once again, Mike Kelly Toyota of Union Tower is about trust. With a wide range of automotives to choose from, we make your car buying experience enjoyable.
I've got a Penguin supplement on top.
Yeah, what do we got here?
Try to keep these.
Oh, these were always fun. I used to bug my mom for stickers for these.
What's that?
The old Panini albums.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cover that came off.
You know what always was painful when you got towards the end? You would get a pack or two, and it was always you could almost put two together by the time you had one together.
Little beer handbooks.
You got Cordell.
Yeah.
All right.
I think there's a run of Penguins stuff in
It
there.
looks like it. Oh, look at all this.
Bumper stickers. That's something that's gone away, or bumper stickers. People were too afraid to put them on cars anymore.
Well, you're making yourself a target if you got an officer on duty that don't like what you're promoting.
That's true. Never looked at it that way. Oh, the dreaded TV guides. This is something the young generation will never know what these are. This actually told you what was coming up on television. The whole magazine was dedicated to what day and what the networks were going to put on TV.
Here we go.
Good.
Super Bowl 30 program,
Nice.
which is ironic because I almost bought one of these just because I wasn't sure if I had one.
You want to say this or do you want me to?
No, you by all means. Oh, there you go.
What do you look for inside of magazines? You always look for?
Ticket stubs.
There you go. And you hope they fall out. Sometimes they're jammed in there pretty good, but a ticket stub is a wonderful thing to find. There's two of them from the Stanley Cup.
Oh boy, we got schedules.
And sadly, the most worthless magazine on the planet right here.
It really is.
Yeah, the Beckett's from the day.
Yeah, they had some nice covers back in the day.
The covers were wonderful, and they're
Yeah.
great things to get autographed. If you have these Beckett's, any sports price guide, do this with it. If you feel restrictions, there's cards inside of them. If not, just throw them away. Balloting for the All-Star game.
That was the
Who would be the Pirate at this point?
for 95, Denny Neagle.
No, they didn't. You're doing
Well, yeah.
positions.
So Jay Bell would have been on there. Jeff King,
Correct.
Carlos Garcia, Kevin Young, Al Martin.
Negative.
No, Al Martin. Well, he probably would have. He bounced
First
around the
base.
minors at that point.
That's crazy. The Pirates do not have a candidate for first base on
There
here.
you go, Schmidt and George Brett.
Yeah, Bonds and Bonilla would have been gone at that point. Van Slyke would have been Garcia was the representative, wasn't he?
94 he was. I'm not sure 90. I think Denny Neagle might have been 95.
I think you're right. That was an addition.
Oh, here
later.
you go. Here's two good Sports Illustrateds.
The Catch.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Well, you know what, man? We should.
Do we have 3 boxes?
Yeah, but we also we're going a little long.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'll do this all day. You got to stop me on this.
We'll be back after this.
Spring has officially arrived at the Cinder Shack, and wow, they understood the assignment. The shop has been completely refreshed and restyled for the season, and every corner is bursting with something new to discover. With over 100 vendors under one roof, there's truly something here for everyone. From timeless antiques and vintage treasures to trendy clothing, home decor, seasonal pieces, and so much more. Whether you're decorating for spring or just in the mood for a little retail therapy, this is your spot, the Cinder Shack, where every visit feels like a treasure hunt.
Welcome back to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q, Colin Breeze Line. Myself, Ken Philibom, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall, owner Victor Malik. And don't let me forget Fayette Friends of Animal alum, the Duke. And you know what? Before we get into the bracket, what's going on with the Sports Illustrated?
Oh, okay. During the break, I found 2 really important Sports Illustrateds. Just like baseball cards, the first appearance of a player on them is a big deal. This is Magic Johnson's first one. He got to pose on it. He wasn't a freshman at this time. This is why a lot of people will look at this. This is from the preview for the season for the year that Jordan had the shot, the picture that's up there, and Dean Smith would not allow Michael Jordan on the cover of this. This should have been the starting 5, but Jordan was a freshman. That's the reason he isn't on the cover of that Sports Illustrated. So it's not as collectible. The next time Jordan appears is for the Olympic team the following year. He's on the cover. That's his first cover. Then there's a whole mess with his first Bulls cover, which could get you $100 if you find one.
Well, we didn't come across it yet.
And speaking of the NCAA, this is the weekend that the tournament starts. It starts in about a day and 2 hours.
This time tomorrow, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So what we're going to do, I've already made my picks and put them in. Ken's going to do his picks as he usually does with a quarter. Is that a quarter or 50 cent?
50-cent piece.
50-cent piece. So I'm going to start him off and I'm going to write it down and we'll update it. Duke and Siena.
Well, I can't go against Duke.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so you got Duke, second game.
There goes my phone. That's great. Good, keep up the good work, Duke.
Ohio State and TCU.
We're flipping. No, heads Ohio State, tails TCU. Came up tails.
Came up tails TCU. St. John's and Iowa.
Is that Northern Iowa?
Yes, Northern Iowa and St. John's.
I'm just picking St. John just to make it easy.
Okay.
Duke's
Kansas and Cal Berkeley.
Gotta go
Cal
Kansas.
Baptist, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we'll go Kansas.
Kansas. Next one is Louisville and Southern Florida.
Let's flip the coin. Heads Louisville. It came up tails, so that's.
You got Southern Florida.
Yeah.
11 seed. It's a risky
Ooh, look
pick
at
by
this
you
one.
taking an 11 seed over a 6 seed.
That was the coin.
Michigan State and North Dakota State.
All right.
3 seed and a 14.
It keeps coming up tails, but I like Michigan State.
I already put you down for North Dakota State because you flipped the coin.
Fair enough. It's North Dakota State. That's what we're doing.
UCLA and UCF.
Okay, heads UC. Yeah, so top will always be heads, bottom tails.
That makes sense.
So that came up heads.
Heads, UCLA, UConn, and Furman.
Go UConn.
Okay. Next, we're going to believe this is the South Region, Florida against the winner of, you're getting Florida.
Yeah, we're
not
going
even
Florida.
flipping. Clemson, Iowa, and 8-9.
Let's flip. Tails.
Tails, Iowa.
You gotta give me some room, bud.
Vanderbilt and McNeese State. 5 and a 12.
He thinks this is a game with the coin.
He thinks it's food.
Oh, Jesus.
Vanderbilt.
It came up tails again.
Tails, McNeese State, and an upset. You're picking a lot of upsets
Well,
here.
that's the coins.
Nebraska and Troy. He's happy.
He's happy, yes.
This is what happens when you get a rescue dog. Go out and get one.
Yeah, please do.
This is how much fun they are. You're seeing it in real time. They're great companions.
Get Nebraska.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Okay. So North Carolina and Virginia Commonwealth.
Good North Carolina.
Okay. Next one is Illinois and University of Pennsylvania.
Oh, we got to flip. Calm down. This is an important flip, Duke. Heads.
Heads, Illinois, taking the favorite in that game.
The coin did.
St. Mary's, California, and Texas A&M.
I'm going to say Mary.
Going with another upset.
I'm picking that one, yeah.
Houston and Idaho.
Yeah, Houston's got to get that, right?
Yeah, they're the 2 seed in that bracket. Going out west to Arizona, the number 1 seed against whatever LIU is.
I don't go against the ones, you know that.
Villanova and Utah State, 8-9 matchup.
They go Villanova.
Okay. Next one is Wisconsin versus High Point. High Point for the name should get a pick.
No, well, we're going to flip because of the name.
I took High Point in this bracket.
They came up heads.
Wisconsin,
Yep.
okay. Arkansas versus Hawaii.
We're flipping.
You know what's really crazy, guys, is Penn State probably hasn't been in this thing for what?
Well, heads. It came up heads.
Heads.
Well, the problem with that was the one year, like the COVID year. Like they probably would have been a
That would
Sweet
have been a
16.
good team.
Yeah, they would have made a run.
BYU, Texas.
BYU, Texas. Go BYU.
Okay. Gonzaga against Kennesaw.
I could never bet against Gonzaga this early.
Okay. Miami, Missouri.
Which Miami is that? Ohio or?
I think it's Miami of Florida because Miami of Ohio is somewhere down here.
All right.
I'm looking. Yes, Miami of Ohio's down playing Tennessee.
Okay. Well,
So this is Miami of Florida.
I'll take Miami of Florida.
Okay. Purdue and Queens.
Whoa.
He doesn't realize Purdue's a 2 seed.
Well, it came up
Hope
heads.
for heads. Michigan and Howard.
Gotta go Michigan.
Okay. Yeah, 1 seed there. Georgia and St. Louis.
Is that Georgetown?
I got Georgia on here.
You got G-Town, but I'll go Georgia regardless.
Okay. Texas Tech and Akron.
Go Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
We'll go Bama.
Nice. Tennessee, Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
Okay. Virginia and Wright State.
Virginia.
And Kentucky, Santa Clara.
We're flipping. Heads.
Heads. Kentucky, Iowa State, Tennessee State.
Heads.
Heads. I pretty much picked every favorite I could possibly pick
Well,
with like
worked last
3
year.
different. I think there's only 3 upsets. So stop up at the store. You can see how bad I am doing. I have been asked kindly to not participate in 3 or 4 of these because how bad I am. So I really don't want to give you the bad of what I picked.
Time out. Who are these people that don't want you in because you're bad at picking? That's called a donation, people. You want the bad people because that's more money in your pocket.
The one in particular that asked me the kindest not to participate anymore gave away a last place prize, and it was double the entry, so they thought I was losing on purpose. You don't realize how bad I really am at this. I can pick football and baseball. I cannot win a bracket.
Last year was legendary when I picked all the Final Four because I said just take all ones.
Yeah. And this year,
I didn't even know who they were.
A lot of people right now are saying with the NIL that the favorites are the way to go with this stuff because the bigger schools have the ability with NIL with the money to get the better players.
There's always a random like that. Like that's why I was hesitant when I saw Queens because that seems like one of those ones that would just come out of nowhere.
And that's the way the bracket is really set up is the smaller schools that have the conference winner get a mediocre program. And feel bad for Pitt at this point because Pitt basically won't even make the NIT. We don't have local college basketball around here because I don't see WVU on there either.
Okay, I was honest. The closest we get is WVU, and honestly, Penn State they got snake bit.
Yeah.
They had a good coach. Notre Dame picked him off. So, but then again, that goes back to the competence of an AD, and I'll just stop there.
As a kid, did you watch college basketball?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I still love it way back in the day. You know what? My favorite, say 8th or 9th grade, whatever year, Gonzaga would have went off.
That's why you picked Gonzaga.
You know,
I get it now.
I remember one of those nights, couldn't sleep. It's like 3 in the morning. I have like ESPN on, and I'm watching Gonzaga, and they had all these guys that could not miss from 3. And when I took him in my high school bracket with my buddies, they all laughed when I had Gonzaga in the Final Four. They got to the Elite Eight. They almost carried me on that alone. But I knew this team was going to do what they did because I saw it, but they thought I just pulled it out of thin air.
There's an old story about Jack Nicklaus watching Secretariat in a hotel room run the Belmont?
Very similar.
And he cried because of how Secretariat won it by 4. It was just an amazing thing. My story with watching a game in a hotel hotel room was Christian Laettner on the day I was to ship for the Air Force I was in Philadelphia in a hotel watching Laettner hit that turnaround jumper. The next day I was in Portugal with the Air Force.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool game to watch.
Send-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Duke basketball was always fun to watch as a kid. College basketball growing up for me was tremendous. The
You know what? I'll tell you-
tournament's still good, but
You said Duke. Occasionally, Duquesne's makes a little noise. So
they were in last year.
Yeah, that's what
them
I was
and
gonna say.
Robert Morris as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, they make some noise from time
I think
to
their
time.
coaches get cherry picked to
Oh, they do.
bigger
They're
programs when
always
they're-
like a Rutgers or a Temple will pick them off the second. They're always like schools like that are always watching around here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so we'll see what happens over the next 2 weeks with
Yeah.
this. March Madness is in full effect tomorrow.
speaking of March Madness, while we got a minute or two, NFL free agency madness. What are your thoughts on the recent Steeler additions?
Brisker is going to help. They did not address the offensive line, so
I think
look for that in the
made
draft.
That's going to be, I think, first round's a guard, unless a receiver like Tate or someone slips through.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle got traded last night to Denver for a first-round draft pick.
Well, there was all kinds of swaps of picks in that. Yeah, there was other picks involved.
But the gist of the matter is Denver's going for it next year. A healthy
Yeah,
Bo Nix
they
and-
really are.
Yeah, that you look at that Denver roster offensively versus what Pittsburgh's going to have, whether Rodgers or Will Howard or whoever. I was doing a little bit of research on something. It's amazing the parallel with the Steelers offense and them being in the Super Bowls. The Steelers offense before Franco Harris was never above 18th. Historically, once they got Franco, they were not outside the top 8 through Franco's whole run. Then they tank. Come back with the team with Cordell. They were good there.
Oh, Donald.
Yeah. That was the 5 wide that he brought here.
Yeah.
But that's why you got to boost up this offense to be more than 24th as far as yardage and scoring.
And you
That's
know what?
something that has to be done
To
for
wrap
them
up,
to be good.
for these, I'm still annoyed by this Will Howard nonsense. For these 20 people that got 1,000 burner accounts, the same logic that you want Will Howard to be the starter. If the Steelers would have used this logic 20 years ago, you would have Brian St. Pierre and not Ben Roethlisberger. I'll close on that. Anything to add?
On to Rise Wrestling.
No,
I got
not
nothing.
yet. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the final segment of the Stellar Show here on Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q. Colin Breezeline, myself, Ken Philbaum, Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall. Owner Victor Malik, who we're going to get to in a second, and don't let me forget the Duke. And speaking of forgetting, hey, Victor, do you want to make some money?
Yeah, it's kind of a good idea if you're having a card show that's going to be an enormous one to maybe mention it on the show. April 3rd, April 4th here at the Uniontown
Easter
Mall.
weekend.
2 days before Easter, we're having a massive card show here. The big news about this, Bryce was here 2 days ago. We mapped out where the things are going to be. We are going to have all Pokemon inside of what was the shoe department. So we're looking at putting 100 tables of Pokemon in there, having the rest of the sports card stuff out here in the Commons area. We also have the Easter Bunny, where that's why we're going to work the tables around the Easter Bunny. You can come up, look at Pokemon, look at sports cards. You can bring your cards if you want to make a little bit of money yourself. We highly encourage you guys come out, bring your stuff that you want to sell. The dealers are always looking to buy. There's a lot of whatnot guys that are going to be here looking to buy. So bring your cards up here. Do not sell them to anybody in the parking lot. Sell them to the dealers here. That's a real big pet peeve of mine. Don't let people buy them in the parking lot off of you on the way in.
That's also called soliciting.
Yeah,
There
it's
is signage up
nonsense
there that
and-
says not to do that, so
Yeah,
you
thank
can
you.
be arrested for that.
Good, because the guys who are paying for the tables deserve first crack at those cards.
Yeah.
We're having the Pack Attack. We've got 50 tickets. They're going fast. Come up and get the tickets. You can, if you know me, text me a message to save you one. I will do that so you don't have to rush up here and get those. Tables are $75 a piece, 4 for $300. Dealers are going to be from 6 different states coming around here. My Facebook feed and my Instagram are going to be flooded over the next 2 weeks with all the information and short clips on what's going to happen up here. And can I mention what we talked about during? Rise Wrestling is no longer here at the Uniontown Mall. It has moved to the Steel City. We're at, Rick?
The sports complex in Monroeville.
Yeah, at that, and we love Rise Wrestling here. Don't forget about them. Travel up there and keep supporting them. It wasn't their fault.
They might still do some shows from time to time around here, so stay tuned for that. I'm sure you'll see them at the Fayette County Fair.
And guys from Rise, you're always welcome at my card shows to come in character and keep it fresh in everybody's mind around here, because you guys were that good.
I want to touch on this parking lot thing. So, there may or may not be some undercover people from time to time looking for that in the parking lot, to those that might see this. And also, let's not forget DJ Rick Thursday nights up at Hillbillies in Donegal. I might make a cameo this Thursday to say hi to Rick on the way back from Somerset, if depending on how the everything plays out. But speaking of playing out, we got the card show in. Don't forget Fayette Friends of Animals for guys like the Duke. You could use a good home, especially with Easter coming up. What else is going on, man, before we wrap this up?
I pretty much talked myself out on the card show promo.
Yeah, what'd you think of the World Baseball Classic?
Sometimes you just run into, in hockey, you run into a hot goalie. In baseball, you run into a hot pitcher. The WBC team from America represented itself really well throughout this. I think it was a great group of guys. You just ran into a hot pitcher.
Well, it's like with the Olympics with hockey. You take the goaltender out in the U.S., doesn't even medal.
Yeah, Bryce Harper's home run was one of the big thrills of all time, though. That was a lot of fun. I thought they had them. They pitched their guts out in the semifinal game, the bullpen did. And give credit to David Bednar. He had a heck of a run that inning.
Right?
He really did. So that's about it. We'll wait for a couple years to do it again.
Yeah, and you know what? We got opening day coming up, so I'll be down there for that. So you won't see me up here, or you might see me hanging out in the parking lot looking for things. You just never know.
That's what I like to hear.
Which is it going to be, guys? But so we got our brackets in, we got our plugs in. Anything before we wrap this up?
I'm good. I honestly think I'm good.
Rick, you got anything? All right, opening day's coming up. Let's keep pulling for the pens, and Rise Wrestling is next. We'll see you next week.
Chills the night.